In this video, I'm going to show you how to predict the profit of an item that you're selling on eBay. I'm also going to show you how to use an online profit calculator that I created to make this process easier for you. There are three things you need to know in order to calculate the profit of an item that you're selling on eBay. For one, you need to know the original cost of the item, and you should consider what you paid for the item, including any shipping or delivery fees, tax, etc. Unless you got the item for free or you've had it so long that you don't care anymore. Second, you should look at the cost of getting the item to a buyer. You need to consider the packaging, the size of the box or envelope you have to ship the item in, and the actual cost to ship the item. If you can't determine the exact cost, you can estimate and get an idea of what the cost will be. Third, you need to know your fees. You need to know what your PayPal fee breakdown is. You need to know your eBay fee, and you can also consider the listing fee. However, if you're selling an item multiple times under one listing fee, then you don't really need to consider the listing fee, or you might not want to consider the listing fee. For more info on your eBay fees, there will be a link in the downloadable PDF of this presentation that you can take a look at. Now you need to determine what price you'd like to sell the item for. And in picking a price for your item, of course, you also need to figure out your shipping costs. If you're not sure exactly what they'll be, find some way to estimate if you don't know the exact amount. And also, if you're going to charge the buyer for shipping, then you need to add that shipping charge to the price in order to determine your total payment for the item, because again, your total payment will be the price that you put on the item plus the shipping that the buyer's paying. Of course, if you offer free shipping, then you only need to look at your price. In this case, you don't need to add any shipping from the buyer to determine your total payment. Second, once we know what we're going to get paid for the item and we know what the shipping is going to cost us, now we want to calculate our fees. Following the US standard, I'm a US seller and I'm looking at the US standard. The PayPal fee is 2.9% of your payment plus a 30-cent transaction fee. Your eBay fee is whatever your eBay fee percentage is, depending on your store subscription, and that is again multiplied by your payment. And then third, once we have the fees calculated, we can now calculate the profit. And there's a formula we can use. And basically your profit is your net, right? Your net payment. So it's what your original payment is, okay? Your total payment minus your total fees minus your shipping costs. Again, this means the cost of actually getting the item to your buyer, minus what you originally paid for the item, or what the item originally cost you in the first place. Once you do this calculation, this will determine your profit. However, to make this process a little easier for you, I actually created an online calculator, and I'm going to click on the link to open this calculator for you. And you'll see that on this calculator it's organized much in the same way as what I just explained, and it starts out with the original cost of the item. So let's say you paid $20 for an item, you can put 20 in the box. And let's say you determine that your cost of shipping this item to a buyer is about $5. Then you have the eBay fee percentage, which is set to 10%, but you can change it to whatever percentage you like, or whatever your eBay fee percentage is. You can also change this PayPal fee percentage and the transaction fee as well to suit your particular settings. And yes, you can consider adding a boost fee as well. I'm going to leave that blank. And you can also put the listing fee, which I will leave blank as well. It then calculates a break-even price, which is based on the information that is provided. And so you know that you need to sell your item above this price in order to make a profit. Let's say you sell the item for $40. And again, this is going to include whatever you're charging the shipping, whatever shipping charge you're charging to the buyer. If it's free shipping, then you don't have to think about that. But for instance, if I decided that I'm going to sell the item for $40, but I'm also going to charge the buyer, say, $10 for shipping, then I would need to say, okay, $40 plus $10, my total payment will be $50. And then I'd have to change this to $50. All right, in fact, I'll do that just for this example. All right, so that would be what I would, my selling price really meaning my total payment, right? The total fees are then determined as from your eBay and PayPal fee. You can see the summary over here where it's actually calculating the fees and giving you the total fees. And then you have the profit, which is applying the profit formula I just showed you, where it's simply taking this $50 payment that you're going to receive for the item, and it is subtracting the fees, it's subtracting the original cost, and it's subtracting the shipping costs that you're going to spend to ship the item to the buyer. And from that, it determines the profit. And then we have the markup and the margin, which is simply the profit compared to what you invested in the item. So the profit percentage of costs and the profit percentage of sale, which is your profit margin. And that is how this works. Now, if you want, you can also use the boost fee as a way to test to see what your profit would be if you were to boost your item at a certain percentage. For instance, if you were to boost this item at 5%, that would be a boost fee of $2.50 because it would be 5% of your price. All right, that's how boost fee works. So they take 5% of your payment. So that would be $2.50. That then will be added in with these total fees, and so now you will get a new amount for your profit because you have this additional boost fee to include. All right, and of course, if you want to include a listing fee, you could. I'll just put something here. I'll just put 30.30, and you'll see that with that, it will bring down my profit by 30 cents as well. So just to show you that everything here works. All right, and again, these are optional. And now I will reset the calculator by clicking the reset button, and that will clear out everything I entered. These remain, these are defaults, but again, you can change these to suit your particular situation. And so I think you'll find this calculator useful. I also have a spreadsheet where you can actually list out items in a spreadsheet format and calculate the profit on several items in a spreadsheet. And so if you'd like that, there will be a video for that as well, which I will link in the description of this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to the channel, leave any comments, questions, or suggestions below. Make sure you get your copy of the PDF for the presentation, and also make sure you click the link and try out this profit calculator. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video.